Hello, everybody. This is Dorian Moldovar, aka Simon Fisher-Becker, saying, enjoy Dr. Freedom.
Hello, everybody. Dr. Freedom here with the Times of Doctor News from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you in a strange, kind, yet funny way that'll tickle your funny bone and tickle other things we don't discuss on the air. Now, a lot of great stuff coming out over the past 48 hours or so. I was going to do a news report last night, but I was wiped out after work. I was like, we're talking, one of them guys from The Walking Dead, and I'm not talking about the living people. That's why I was like, I was just zoned out completely. And oh well, it's just amazing. Oh yeah, one thing I want to make a correction on, and I screwed up on, was the soundtrack for Series 11. From what I just read, is being slated for January 11th. For some reason, I kept saying February. I don't know why. Also, somebody in the comment box is going on and on about Doctor Who TV, and I've never said a bad thing about Doctor Who TV. Now, if they're referring to a certain event that somebody came out and said who will never be named on this show again because of his childish actions, then I'm sorry. I cannot say, they're trying to say that they got this story from their own sources. And I said, it's kind of funny how if they had their own sources, why did it suddenly come out after this other person said it was going to happen? And I'm referring to the partial series 12 rumor. And this was immediately after the Starburst magazine hit. And it's like, I'm sorry, but nobody else I've talked to has heard anything about any of it. Matter of fact, they're even questioning Starburst magazine because nobody that, I've talked to a couple of people and they said they've not heard anything about Jodie or Chibs leaving. So they have no idea why, Starburst would do this, given the fact that they've put some, pretty credible information before us before. Now, one thing I do know is set building was taking place at MOD Carowin as of yesterday. So, and for you folks who don't know, Ministry of Defense, basically it's a military base, for you American folks who don't understand that whole thing. So, weird stuff going on. But let's get into the stuff we have. Lots of weird stuff. And I know one that's going to churnel up some rumors is, all right, like one rumor I've heard is that the title of the New Year special is going to be Resolution, but I'm waiting to get confirmation on that. All right, so keep that as a rumor for now. Now, this is going to really churn them up because Katy Manning put this out earlier today. Really looking forward to, at the moment, secret filming in Wales over the next few days, but boy, the weather on this location is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Brr. If only I could wear a wetsuit and flippers. Now, what could she be filming? We don't know. But if it was for, someone goes, well, maybe it's something for the series, box set, coming for Pertwee. And I'm like, then why would she be on location? That would be done in a studio, wouldn't it? So I don't know. We'll have to sit back and wait. Maybe it's for another project. I'd love to jump up and down and say, oh my God, that Joe's returning to Doctor Who for Series 12, but I do not have anything solid on that. So until I do, just keep this in mind. We'll find out later what she's talking about. Moving on. Of course, here's another big piece of news for you folks who were fans of Whogate back in the day. Brand new animation of Doctor Who serial, The Macra Terror, will be released on DVD and Blu-ray. That is correct. Missing episodes have been animated. What the hell is animated? All right, animated for the first time. It'll be released on DVD, Blu-ray, special edition, steelbook, and digital download. Now, the 425-minute missing episodes of the Doctor Who serial, the Mackerel Terror. I almost said the Mackerel. Oh my! All right, the Macra Terror, which were originally part of Doctor Who's mostly lost fourth season, is going to be put out now. This will be a first-time release for this one. Now, what they've been doing is, they've been animating, of course, the live action, and they have audios of just about every damn episode that is missing, thanks to donations, reels, and all that have been brought in. So you can, of course, now pre-order this from Amazon as well, an HMV. So here you go, and here's some examples. If you want to go take a look down here, they got some nice, lovely still shots of the animation right here, and they've been doing some really quality stuff, especially you folks who saw the Power of the Daleks animation. I thought they did very well with that. So here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's move along. All right. Here's the other biggie. Doctor Who New Year special to see Daleks battle Jodie Whittaker for the first time. And, of course, the New Year special. Now, Remember, the Mirror, for some reason, has been getting some credible stuff lately, so I wouldn't completely discount this story as yet. Now, normally the Mirror, I would give maybe a 50-50 coin toss to see, okay, let's see what I Ching says, But the thing is, what do you know? Okay. Now, remember, Chibnall, now I love how they're using this quote, but no, Chibnall said there'll be no old monsters in Series 11. And as you guys who've been watching the new series know, when they have a special that takes place after the main series, it's generally not addressed as part of that series. Like Christmas specials and all that have been pretty much put down as standalone, not, attached or, marked as being part of the season they come after or before. So it's not unusual that this is not a lie, that, there are no old monsters in Series 11, because that's what he said. Now, the other rumors going around is they've lost the bronze look. Now, it kind of makes you wonder, please, oh, please, do not roll out those damn Power Rangers Daleks. The new paradigm was supposed to be this new, big, weird-looking, scary thing to be a new thing for the Daleks, and everybody laughed them out of the park. The Power Rangers, Teletubby Daleks, whatever you want to call them. I kind of think of them like the minivan Daleks, because they're so damn big. But, so here we go. Keep your eye on it, and there's a little bit more to that part right there coming up, because this goes under Cult Box, and they have a list of names that have been added for the cast for New Year's Day. And they have Charlotte Ritchie playing a character named Lynn, Nikesh Patel playing Mitch, and Daniel Adegboyega playing Aaron. Now, they had previously reported that Adegboyega's CV on his agent's website listed his character's name as Isaac Sinclair. This discrepancy is not an uncommon occurrence, as Sharon D. Clark's original CV listed her name as Mary, not Grace. So since this new information, the Radio Times is said to come directly from the BBC itself, his character's name is likely Aaron Sinclair, and they're just playing a little, game with you, a little shell game. So they, this is their way of trying to keep things a bit secret and all that, but, that's what happens. That's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, the Battle of Ranskoor of Kolos, the Desolation Connection, and basically they've just in here, notice there's 3 stars over this plane. There were 3 stars on Desolation, and then apparently if you follow, and what are the symbols attached to the temples of the characters? Here we go. They look familiar, and look at this. A still from the Ghost Monument, the floor design. See there? So some really, really nifty stuff, and they said more information on the finale can be found here, and here. So they've thrown in some links. But once again, my biggest worry about the finale is that normally Chris Chibnall, he usually bats a little bit over average, but so far this year, it seems like all the guest stories are rating higher than the ones he wrote. And now I'm hoping the thing they do next year is don't have your lead showrunner write half the episodes, all right? Not a good idea. All right, now, unfortunately, that means Australia this year is going to get the New Year's Day special on the 2nd of January. And it's kind of, that's one of the downfalls of moving to Sunday, and it kind of pisses me off. Like I said, you've seen my friend AJ. I've been putting up his reviews because he can't always attend the Omega Files. And I wish people would quit hating on his reviews. There've been a lot of down thumbs on him. And it's just him giving his point of view. And I always felt it was fair. He should have a chance, because he can't always be on the Omega Files because of being on Sunday now. So there you go. Boom, boom, boom. January 2nd for Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Now, I'm dying laughing at this article because BBC One sets the premiere date for the New Year special. Well, we kind of already knew that, didn't we? So it'll be New Year's Day, January 1st, duh. And apparently the time right now is being listed at 7 p.m. So that's 7 p.m. UK. So there you go. Bam, there you go. But it's like we didn't know what the premiere date was for like a while now. But okay. Now, if you skip over here, this is something they put up on BBC America. It's a Yule log that you can play on your screen. And it's a Doctor Who Yule log, and there's lots of little nifty motion things here. It's just a little thing. If you want to go check it out, it's up to you. Here we go. Come on, this was a big surprise. Chris Noth admits he based his Doctor Who villain on Donald Trump. I don't know who Donald Trump bases himself on. So that's kind of an interesting story there. But like I said, I don't get into politics. Like I said, I can't say I have a hat in that ring because I voted third party that year. All right, moving on. Yorkshire's Doctor Who fans could be sitting on a windfall. And what they're referring to is Doctor Who memorabilia hiding in Yorkshire's homes could be worth thousands of pounds, according to expert research. And they're going about some stuff that has cropped up recently. Like right here, prized possessions are generally memorabilia with a limited release or associated with an older series, such as 2 original Daleks that sold for 36,000 pounds in 2005 and 38,500 pounds in 2016, respectively. The former was a Dalek Supreme in Destiny of the Daleks in 1979 and Revelation of the Daleks in 1984. The latter was one of the movie Daleks, if I remember right. It was a full-size model the fan could get inside and move with an operable human detector and Dalek ray. And this Dalek was born, or came from, the 1966 movie, Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD. And I always loved those. While they weren't popular, I liked the way the eyes were, the way not the eyes, and whatever the things are, their heads were done. And I loved the general design of them. I thought they were really cool. And it's kind of weird how the newer Daleks started taking on some characteristics that were similar, such as them, or I don't know what to call them. Are they goggle scopes? Whatever. Moving on. This one I put on the Dr. Freedom Facebook page today as kind of an opinion piece. I wanted to see how people reacted to it. And that's the main reason I put it up there, because it's become a bit of a crazy thing. Now, the reason why I read this article and I got a little bit into it was because I'm sick and tired of the politically correct social justice warrior conspiracy that deball all your favorite characters. And as I stated before, it's as old as television that you've had female characters come on in various roles. It's just in Doctor Who, they've decided to take a character who was male up to this point and put him into a female body. Sorry, it's not like they're trying to pull a mean evil Victor or Victoria on you. It's like, what the hell? It's just something that, was going to happen. Now, a lot of people are blaming Moffat for it. And I keep reminding him. And there's a guy he had this silly comment in the box. The reason why it's not Doctor Who anymore is because Doctor was always a man. And for you folks who've seen this channel a billion times, I apologize. But for you folks who are just tuning in, let me explain this. In 1986, when Colin Baker was on hiatus, they brought in a number of people to pitch ideas to the BBC to try to bring things back up on the show because it wasn't doing all that hot. They brought in Sidney Newman, who, by the way, created Doctor Who. Please keep that in mind. Key factor there. One of the first ideas that Sidney Newman pitched to the BBC was replace Colin Baker with a female actor as the Doctor. So you can't blame Moffat. You can't blame Whittaker, because guess what? The creator of the show had the idea in 1986, 32 years ago. So before there was third wave feminism or this evil PCSJW plot, Sidney Newman put the idea up. So you got to blame the guy who created the show. And by the way, if you want to argue canonicity over that, the guy who created the show kind of trumps your argument. So, and this was an interview that Simon Fisher-Becker did with Fox 2 News over in St. Louis today. It's only about 4 minutes long, but so if you want to go check it out for yourself, please do. You all remember him as Dorian Maldivar. He did a big Q&A with us here on the Omega Files a while back. We just started talking. Everybody lost track of time. Next thing you know, it was like 2.5 hours later. And, we all had such a great time. I finally got to meet Simon in person at Chicago TARDIS a week or so back. So be sure to go check this out. Now, remember, folks, as you're going along out there in the Whoniverse, it's okay to have your own opinion. Like I said, I find this particular series 11, it doesn't have the same factor as previous series. There have been exceptional episodes. I can't believe a lot of people freaked out over a damn frog. Now, it just amazes me. It's like, where was this reaction when Kermit was out there running around? But okay, but still, it's just amazing to me, how divisive the fandom has become. But also the thing is, there's a number of people running around screaming that everybody hates Doctor Who now. And I'm like, I'm going to read off the poll results once I get them all accumulated from the Dr. Freedom page, because I put one up for every episode saying like it or hate it. And so far, I think the one that had the most hates on it was like 30 or 40. And that was, of course, the Serenga Conundrum. Whereas there was like 200 and some people liked it. So there's a number of people who do like the current series. Like I said, to me, it's missing something. There's still some items that need to be addressed. So I don't know. Like I brought up with the guys last night, one of the things that the Doctor has never told anybody in this series, and it's probably not relevant to you, but anybody want to name it? Okay, you took too long. The fact the Doctor's over 2,000 years old. It's never been mentioned yet. Now, wouldn't that be a little bit of a freak out factor? You know, for those guys in the TARDIS with her? I don't know. So, that ain't supposed to be ringing. Okay. So until next time, everybody, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the flip side. Hello? No way. Good night, folks. I think this is going to get complicated.